Good afternoon. It is Tuesday, February 24th. I'm Alex Hochberger, founder and CEO of Web3 Enabler. We're going to talk about today a little bit about one of our new features, the Web3 Wallet. It's first released last week in 3.5 and has some new features getting released this week in the follow-on 3.6. We're going to focus on the 3.5 features here, which is really going to focus on easy onboarding. As you can see here, we have an example of a Web3 wallet that supports blockchains and multiple networks, and you can one click to go and decide which cryptos you want to accept. So just a quick reminder, we're here at Web3 Enabler, the Salesforce partner for all things blockchain and crypto. And we're here to talk about the exciting world of crypto payments and Salesforce native solutions. So before we go in any further, let's go dig right into the process. So here we have some screenshots from our live wallet. I'll have some videos going up on YouTube. I've got two that I've uploaded so far today on other features. We'll be uploading them pretty regularly on our website and YouTube. So you can see here an example of a Web3 wallet. Now you can see in here, this has been entirely created with this create wallet. You can see all the details live in Salesforce, but none of which is really all that important for you. Most of this is just there to show that the information is there. You can see we have accounts on different blockchains down at the bottom. You can see the assets on the right, in this case, USDT on Ethereum. And you can see the component pieces, in this case, an Ethereum network wallet running on the EVM chain. We group all L1, L2 wallets together because of the nature of how Ethereum works. So here you can see, despite the fact that we're focused on Ethereum for today, we have other networks that are supported in the Web3 wallet as well as in the EVM wallet type. So we could have all 5 of those running. In this case, you would see for Ethereum, there would be a network connection. By the way, in the case of a standard wallet, like a MetaMask or Coinbase, you're going to see the same address on all L2s. In the case of Circle's technology, you have a different address on each one, and that's why you have different QR codes. So in this case, you see in that Circle wallet, all of those components again that we've seen before. So this is an example of an on-ramp. You can see here banking information, a routing number, an account number, all of these. On the right, you're going to see the transactions we already ran as we're kind of showing our way through this. And there is downloadable. You can see on the bottom right a downloadable PDF. That is the payment instructions. So how did we fund this wallet? By just sending in ACHs. As you can see, here are 3 ACHs from our bank account. And you can see that they were both received and scheduled through the bridge on-ramp, creating the cryptocurrency. You can see in an example the activity. In this case, $117 was sent via ACH. You can see that it was received, and you can see the ACH deposit and all the tracking information. If there's ever a problem, we can track it right down with you on Bridge. Now you can see that it was on-ramped into there, and you can see that all the details are available, including the Etherscan transaction. You can see Bridge. There's a link to go and see that Bridge did so after taking their small fee. Your $117 transaction, less it looks like 12 cents were charged to go and on-ramp the money. And here you can see on Etherscan, you can see that the transaction occurred and all the money came through. So what's so exciting about this? Well, if you've ever tried to on-ramp before and done B2B, you notice that you spend endless hours in your process tracking on-ramp, swaps, things like this. In this case, you just send an ACH and the crypto is available. Back in the wallet, you can see that not only is all the money available, but you can see that it is, you can see on the right, in this case, the total amount of USDT. There were 3 on-ramping transactions, but it tells us the total assets in there. Now, I'll show you a demo later this week, which shows you how you could take those assets and send them right from your USDT on Salesforce directly back to your bank account, or that you could go and pay a bill with the pay a payable, or pay another account, or do another transfer. All of these allow you to act as though it is a standard bank-style account. As you can see, the money goes on via ACH or wire or SEPA in the case of Europe and is available to spend. Simple, easy, It's almost embarrassing how simple it is. You notice we haven't worried about private keys, seed phrases, or any of the aggravation. So that's the new Web3 wallet, and looking forward to showing more features. Good afternoon. This is Alex Hochberger here talking about the Web3 wallet, a new feature in the 3.5 and 3.6 releases of Web3 Enabler. We're going to go over a bunch of the features that were released in the 3.5 edition right over today. So a little bit about myself. I'm the founder and CEO of Web3 Enabler. We have created the easy ability to do all manners of crypto payments entirely within the Salesforce ecosystem. We're going to go over that today, and today is going to focus on the Web3 wallet powered by Circle that allows you to send and receive and move crypto entirely within Salesforce. But we're also going to show you the ease of on-ramping directly into the wallet. So here you see a Web3 wallet. You can see that it has that receive crypto ID that we showed before. That would allow you to connect to any networks. In the case of the Circle wallet, you have a different address on each network. In the case of a Coinbase or MetaMask wallet, it's going to be the same address on all L2s. Here you'd see the option to receive crypto where it'll go and let you break it out. In this case, we're going to look on Ethereum. And here's the Ethereum QR code and the wallet address. As you can see here, we have an EVM wallet connected to it, which is what we're working on. You could also have Solana in the Circle technology. And, it depends on the wallet type. Coinbase and MetaMask, you'll also have things like Tron and Bitcoin and XRP. Here we have an on-ramp. You can see that it is connected over to pay in USDC with all the banking information, as well as that in this case, it is sending USDT, Circle's arch nemesis Tether's product, onto the Circle wallet. Here you can see it in a more traditional format, as well as a link to download the PDF. Here you can see an example. From our bank account, we sent 3 transactions of 3 different amounts, $123, $105, and $117. You can see that down below, we had 3 ones that were both received and scheduled. You can dig into one of those. In this case, this was number 4. You can see the deposit that the funds were received by Bridge and that the source is going to be USDT. In this case, there was $117. You can see here the ramping transaction. That's the second part, right? You send it from the bank account to Bridge, then Bridge is going to put it on chain. Here you can see Bridge's link that was available from that link right here, where you can see the URL above. There's the URL right on Bridge. There it is on Etherscan, and the money has shown up. So what you can see with this sort of an approach is that we could also do this with USDT, PayPal. We could create a variety of on-ramps and create all the terms we need. And all of these can be used. So that's our goal, make this super simple. We are currently fundraising live on Republic. Anyone can invest with as little as $400. You can put it right on a credit card or send a wire or ACH or a crypto payment. This is a crowd safe with a $10 million valuation cap, fully available to anyone in the general public, unless a state or your country's laws prohibit. So go to republic.com/web3-enabler to learn more and become a part of our ownership team as we begin to make crypto payments simple